All right.
Okay, so I'm Claribel. I am an Emerald for you guys who don't know me on Shannon's Stories team. And I was excited when Jen opened up the floor for people to do a team call because I'm really a talker, and so I'm always really interested in doing it. And then when it was getting closer and closer and all the topics were going away that I fit with, I was like, oh my gosh, I don't know what I'm going to talk about. I don't know what to do. And so I was talking to Shannon. I talk with Shannon usually once a week for like 30 minutes, kind of to talk about where I am in my business and where I am in the journey. And she was like, why don't we talk about how you manage your busy life? And I was like, oh, I guess I never thought of that as a skill because that's just something that I do, right? Because that's just what we have to do. So I guess that's what I'm going to be talking about today. So I am married and I have 3 boys. I have 7-year-old twins. They're in 2nd grade. And then I have a baby who's almost 2. And I work full time for MedSource National, which is like it's like an insurance, a third-party vendor to insurance carriers. And I also do Beachbody and I also do photography. So like that seems kind of crazy and like I'm juggling a lot, but I have always felt that I work best when I'm under pressure, and when I have a lot on my plate, it allows me to focus and do more than when I don't have a lot to do. Then I really don't know what to do with my time and kind of waste it. So I'm going to talk about being productive, and these are just some tips that really help me stay focused and make me get through my busy, chaotic life with my 3 boys and my husband and our family life and everything that's going on. And I'll be happy to email you guys. I didn't make PowerPoint or anything, but I have this all out and email it to you or post it to the files of the page, like send it to Jen. So it's really, really important to establish a routine. And I think that your routine has to be rigid enough that it's going to keep you on track, so as to have deadlines, but it also has to be enough that you're able to skip or delegate things that aren't priorities to you. And you also have to determine what your priorities truly are, because unfortunately, not everything can be a priority. There's just no way. If you list everything that you have to get done in a day and everything is a priority to you, then you're going to be unwilling to relinquish control and delegate duties, and you're going to be stuck on perfection and you're not going to get things done. So I'm going to let you guys know what those things are to me in a minute, but I just wanted to bring that up and kind of put that fresh in your mind. So you need to establish a routine. It needs to be rigid and fluid. You need to determine what your priorities are, and not everything can be a priority. You also have to get organized, and you have to be organized. And that's something that's really funny because organization means different things to different people. Like, I'm not saying that every single person's version of organization is going to be the same, but I know that like when I come to these team meetings, I love listening to Jen because she's like, I make lists and I do all these things. And I'm like, oh my gosh, you're speaking to my heart. Like, that's my thing, like I need to have it down on paper and I need to see it. So like I have a schedule and it's everywhere. It's everywhere. It's on my phone. I have a picture of it on my phone. So like I can check in with myself and be like, yo, are you on schedule? Because you're flipping through Instagram. Are you on schedule? Like, what are you doing? Are you on schedule? Because if I spend 2 hours scrolling Instagram, like I'm not going to get shit done. So like that is really important, to have a schedule or to be organized, whatever that means to you. And I post my schedule everywhere. You need to build in breaks, because you won't move forward if you don't take time to relax and take care of yourself mentally and give yourself some mind space. So you need to build in breaks to your schedule, and you also need to find ways to multitask. Doing one thing at a time is like Stone Age. We can't do that we can't. It's just, that's not happening. Like, in this world, we just can't do one thing at a time. It's very rare. And I would say that when you're doing one thing at a time, you should save that for things that truly are special and mean something, like spending time with your children or your friends or your family. Yeah, that deserves that one thing at a time. Doing dishes, sorry, you've got to do something else while you're doing dishes. So I say put your headphones on and get on that team call that you missed. And you need to listen to that while you're doing dishes. We need to do two things at a time. We are all adults and capable of doing it. When you're driving, you need to turn the radio off and you need to pray. If praying is important to you, then listening to the newest, raddest thing on the radio is going to take a backseat to getting your prayer in, because you're driving for 30 minutes and that's a perfect quiet time to talk to God about everything you need to talk to him about, or whoever it is that you talk to or meditate or pray to. So multitasking is super important. The other thing is giving up distractions. This is a big deal to me, and this is why Jen couldn't get a hold of me. I log out of my Facebook account. I cannot see a notification and not hit it. It's impossible. If I see that light go on, like that little red, I'm like, oh, I got to see what happened. Who liked my comment or who said what? I work a full-time job. I'm never going to get done what I need to get done if I'm just looking at notifications. So in my schedule, I have built-in times to go into my Facebook account and see what the heck is going on. And I catch up on what I need to do, and I have myself a little limit, and then it's over. Time's out. I hit the log out button. I log out of Facebook. You can too. It's a distraction for you, and it's preventing you from like doing other stuff that's really important because you're really focused on notifications. Then you've got to log out. So give up distractions and then find ways to pump yourself up. Like something that happens is that we get into a funk, right? This is a super tough business, and we get into a funk sometimes when things aren't going the way that we want. Everyone has different ways of funking themselves up. What am I talking about? Of getting excited and pumping themselves up. So like if listening to your favorite music and jamming, having a jam out session in your family room, like in your underwear, is going to make you get pumped up, then that's what you need to do. For me, I follow like kind of like bodybuilder people, and those people are nuts. Whoever is a bodybuilder out there, like more power to you and your Sour Patch Kids and all that crap that you do. But they are so crazy, like with their diet and with their motivational posts and stuff. And I'm never going to be like that because, like, I'm trying to eat cheesecake sometimes and they're not, and that's their problem. But their posts are really are inspiring. And, like, I look at their freaking 8 million packs on their stomach and I'm like, holy moly, like, that really gets me going. So there's this one girl, and she's really crazy. And every time I'm feeling like I'm, like, in a funk and, like, I'm not doing what I need to do, that's when I take my break to go on Instagram and literally stalk her Instagram and just pump myself up reading all of her positivity things, all of her things that are like, stop making excuses for yourself, stop feeling sorry for yourself, you either have goals or you have excuses. All that stuff really speaks to me, and that's what I do. I need to read that, and I'm trying to minimize distractions right now with what's going on down here in this keyboard. So yeah, so that's what I do to pump myself up, and like whatever it is that pumps yourself up, you need to pump yourself up. Like, yeah, exactly. Like Pinterest, whatever it is, whatever really gets you fired up again, you need to get that fire going and then go get your 30-minute workout in. That's what you need to do. Okay. Then the other part is know yourself, know your limits, make sacrifices. So this is my thing, okay? I have my priorities that are really important, and I am not going to talk the whole time. So I'm going to stop talking soon. But like family and like taking time to, like, I don't know, I have a really like too long for this call relationship with God. It's like whack sometimes, but I have to work on that every day, or I have guilt, because I messed up, and that's what happens to me. So that's what that's important to me. And making sure that I hit my numbers professionally, like, and I'm talking about Beachbody, and I'm also talking about my other job. I take my job seriously, and I like to do well, and that's just who I am. So that's a priority to me. Beachbody in terms of everything, like getting my workout in, doing my personal development, getting my invites and my follow-ups, that's important to me. Cleaning my house, not important to me. I want a clean house. I really want a clean house, but I don't have time to clean it. I don't have time. And I love pedicures, but I love a clean house more than pedicures and gel nails. I love all your pretty manicures that you guys are posting. I don't have that because I sacrifice the dollars that I would spend on a gel manicure and a pedicure, and I put that towards a housekeeper. And that lady comes every 2 weeks and she cleans the shit out of this house because I don't have time for it. And it's not a priority to me. So this is what I'm saying. Like, when I said you have to like make sacrifices, and when I think that effectively managing your time also means like decide what your priorities are, not everything can be a priority. And unfortunately, having a clean house is, but me cleaning it is not. And I have no shame in my game. I'm like posting pictures to Instagram telling people about people coming to clean my house. I feel so happy when that bed is made. I'm like, who is that? Whose bed is that? My bed never looks like that. So you know what? And another thing, and everyone's different. When my hair goes all the way gray, I might be singing a different tune. Right now, getting my hair done, like Shannon always has hair on point. Guess what? Not a priority. My hair is dark brown, and that is the natural color. This is the color that grows into my head because I'm not going to spend the money to keep my hair up. I just want someone to clean this house, and that's more important. That's a priority. Hair, sorry, I got what I got. This is what I got, guys. Okay, so then I promised to give you guys some examples of what I do, right? So like I have this crazy busy schedule. I'm really crazy. Like I put it in an Excel sheet, and I'm like, oh, it's 3:00. You are not loading the dishwasher, and it's 3:00. Unacceptable. Like, stop whatever you're doing and go load the dishwasher. And then I go load the dishwasher, and then I put my earplugs on and get into whatever it was that I've missed, whether that's like a team call or whether that's like a national wake up call, whatever. If that's like a personal development, I just put that on my phone. I'm listening to that, and I'm loading the dishwasher. You can't fold laundry. You cannot fold clothes and that be the only thing that you're doing. If that's all that you do when you fold clothes, you could be doing something else. You're wasting your time. And TV. I don't watch a lot of TV. It's sad. It's so sad. You know, I do miss my Kardashians, those fools, but I don't have time for them anymore. I don't. You know, I don't. I want to. I really want to, but it's just not. There's other things that are more important to me, and so I've cut those things out. I always take pictures, right? That's another thing that I think is really important. In terms of time management, you wouldn't think that, but taking pictures, because you never know when you need to go back into that phone and post something, and there's a picture in your phone from that awesome, beautiful day where you were feeling really good with a picture, and today wasn't that day, but you already have so many that you haven't used, and you can use one of those for your business and growing your business and drawing attention to you today. So like doing multiple things at one time, super important. Making schedules, posting it everywhere, super important. That's how I make the most of my time. And I think that if I can run a Beachbody business, and like, yes, I'm not at the level of like Amber or Jen or Shannon yet, but like those are my goals, then like I have to make my Beachbody business a priority every day. And if I make Kim Kardashian a priority, I cannot make Team Beachbody a priority. And like, that's for me. So you just have to decide. And like, you hear top people talking about this, and I never really understood any of that until I dove really into this, and I was like, yeah, like I don't got time for that, and I don't have time to scrub a bathroom either. I don't. Oh yeah, delegating duties. My kids, my boys are 7, and they have a bathroom, and every other week that the housekeeper doesn't come, guess who cleans that bathroom? 7-year-olds. it might not be the best looking bathroom you saw in your life, but I had to relinquish that control and delegate that duty because I need to save time. So they have to clean their bathroom, and I give them $2, and they are so happy about it. They are so happy about those $2, and it's worth every cent for their sort of clean second bathroom. And it's teaching them something, and they have to clean their room, and that is sometimes putting things in places that I don't know where it is, or I can't see, like in a closet or under a desk. But you know what? It's okay. They're 7. It's clean enough. And I had to let go of that. So I can definitely email this to you guys. I feel like it gets a lot crazier when you're actually talking. Like on my paper, it looks really organized, but when I'm talking to you, it feels really disorganized. But I hope you got something. Okay, I'm done. Okay, let me read.
Got it, girl. Oh, I loved it. I have a lot of takeaways. Sorry, I was using the wrong mouse. I've got 2 computers going. So I loved it. I'm just gonna kind of spit back some of my takeaways and add to a little bit. So what I love, I'm totally organized too. I have to be, just like you, like all of us, we're busy. Here is this is my planner. So this is where everything is in here before the week starts. The entire week is planned. But what I do is I take a little piece of paper like this the night before, simple, very, very simple. And I write down, I pick 3 non-negotiables. And I'm not talking a power hour. That's in my brain. That is what we do. That doesn't go on here because I already know to do that. But 3 non-negotiables, these things have to get done. Like tomorrow's Thursday. And, I've got my daughter's turkey thing. I've got, my husband has to get a haircut. We're heading out. But I have a couple others. I mean, there are 3 non-negotiables. They must happen. And sometimes it can be personal, like the oil change or whatever it might be for your kids, for your business. I have to create this group tomorrow. So pick 3 things and don't add to your list until those 3 things are done. You'll feel so the weight off your shoulders once you start, moving these things. So because I know in my planner, the day looks crazy. I can't look at it. It'll stress me out. I have to pull out the things and put them on the piece of paper that I can go check, check, check. Okay. And then I'll add 3 more. So I love that. Sticking your schedule everywhere. I love how you maximize your time. And I totally agree with that. My kids' school is, an hour away. So that is my podcast time. That is my go back into wake up calls and listen to recordings. That is my time. I know Sam Alcapes has been using Cardline time. And I'm telling you, I'm seeing a huge difference in her business. I mean, I'm seeing that time is being well spent. So maximizing your time when you're loading that dishwasher, loading that washer, whatever, folding clothes. We're delegators too. I have a 12-year-old and a 5-year-old, and every single day they clean their bedrooms. My daughter has to get all the little garbage cans around the house. I mean, my son has to do his bathroom every single day. There's things that they must do every single day. My husband does things. We had a house cleaner before the summer started every 2 weeks, and I loved it. And we just said, we're going to stop for the summer, and I haven't picked her back up. I don't know if I will or not, but I did love it too. It was so nice when she came and all that. So recognize your time wasters. If it's scrolling, if it's, if you're just, sitting in your kitchen and looking around and then recognizing, holy shit, 30 minutes just went by. What did you do for 30 minutes? Were you reaching out to anybody? Were you just filling your brain with other stuff that doesn't matter? So recognize those time wasters in your life. Let's see. I love this that you said you must schedule in ways to take care of yourself. I totally speak on that because I'm on the ultimate reset. I've only got a few days left, and I feel like the last 3 weeks has been just that. It has been honestly a take care of me time, and it's transformed me. I feel so renewed, so refreshed. Able to just fully, genuinely love on other people, because when you're not taking care of yourself, you're just not there. And so when you are, you can go out and just naturally, genuinely do that when you just feel great from the inside out. And that was just me recognizing that I was, what'd you call it? I was like funking myself up. I was in a funk. Like I needed to like get myself on track. And for me, it came down to nutrition. And I like dove into this thing. So they talked about dry brushing and I'm doing it. I got a massage, they talked about, going the extra mile with it. And I just decided if I'm investing in it, I'm investing in it. I'm taking this time to invest in myself. I've stuck to the plan. I've done all the extras and it's been huge for me. So that was such a great piece of advice that you shared. I'm going to be doing this too. I don't work from my phone, but I love that log out. I don't know if some of you are phone Facebookers. I don't like to work from my phone. I just don't like to do it. But log out. And that is why I couldn't get a hold of you, you turkey. But yes, log out, move on. And then find ways to be your own motivation. So we really do have that responsibility, as coaches we're all going to get in funks, but recognize it and do something about it. Don't let it destroy you, your business, don't let it seep in. So she finds those weightlifters that just truly inspire her. I saw Amber's comment about Pinterest. I love Pinterest too. So getting a good sweat in, for me is just like, that's it. Really committing and pushing myself in a good sweat. If you can go get a massage, or honestly, this might be silly, but I love to go to Target and get a Starbucks and walk around. It's like, oh, this just feels nice. I'm just browsing around. You have to buy anything, but just do things that pour into your person, right? So what else? So those are my takeaways. I loved it. Who else? Anybody have any questions or things to add? Oh, good. So glad to hear.
I would say one other thing is reach out to your team if you are feeling in that funk, because I feel like when we get into a low, we tend to retract from other people. Like Jen said, when you're feeling good, it's easy to love on other people and it's easy to connect. But when you start feeling in that low, you start feeling like, I don't know if I want to talk to anybody. I don't know if I want to do this or that. And I do that. I completely retract. You won't see me on the team page. You won't see me doing anything if I'm not feeling good about where I'm at. Just me, not anybody else, just me. Yeah. So I have to learn to reach out and let people know hey, I need some encouragement. I need you to, kind of talk with me or encourage me or whatever. And then it helps you, it's just a matter of doing that and saying hey guys, I need somebody to push me. I need somebody to keep me accountable right now, which is why we do this. This is a part of what we do as coaches. So it's important. Yeah.
Because if you're experiencing something 100%, I can tell you somebody else has or is. So 9 times out of 10, if somebody comes to me with something, I've totally been there. I've missed the mark. I've missed goals. I've failed. I've put out salesy posts. I've overthought a post. I've done it all. Anything probably that you can think of, I've done. So we just fail our way to the top, right? That's where we're all headed. So we just keep failing forward and figure it out. If we're in a funk, share it. Come to somebody and just open up.
Oh, I know, sorry, this is a little bit off topic, but it's also really important. So with a family, you need to find simple meals. There's ways to be a clean eater in a simple way. And I love Fixate, I love all these cookbooks, and I love making a really awesome, well thought out meal. But your crock pot, when you're trying to save time, you need to get yourself a clean sauce and put some organic chicken in that and whip up some noodles, and dinner's made. You got to find ways to maximize your time. And dinner's another one that I think I don't know all of you, but I know for me as a mom, I want my kids to eat well, and I don't want them to just always be eating something out of a can or processed or packaged by any means. But dinner can take a really long time, and we don't have a really long time every day.
Yeah, no, it's a great point. I've learned that too. I found myself before this ultimate reset, I was dinners around here were boring. We were eating out a lot. I mean, there was just all kinds of wacky, we are recentered, cooking at home. Now, I've had to be in the kitchen for myself, but it's caused me to be back in the kitchen for everybody. So it's really, I'm excited about it again. I've been on Pinterest finding things. And so great idea would be like on Sunday, you're not just prepping for yourself, prep for everybody. That's what we do. We make enough grilled chicken for all of us. My kids love grilled chicken, brown rice, veggies. You put them in those containers where that you put them in the microwave, just pull the piece and it steams. So the rice isn't hard. It's like, it's all good. But yeah, that is definitely a great point. So Jared and I both are excited to get back to our, Sunday prep days like we used to do, and, go on Pinterest and find those yummy, good recipes that we can just make ahead of time.
And thinking about like everything she just said and applying that to your business, like your niche is going to be busy moms that need help with meals that they can do in the crock pot that are healthy, people that need help with organization and planning out a schedule. You could do a free group that's like, hey, let's get organized. Let's busy moms get organized. Like, you have to think about all that stuff that you just told us. You could give that free material to your customers and you're going to get traction from that, helping people that are just like you.
Yep.
So that's like, that would be your thing, girl.
Thanks. I know, it's weird. I just do it. When you just do it, somebody has to sometimes point it out. That's what I did, but like, you just do it. And then you're like, oh yeah, that is good that I do that.
I love it. No, I'm the same way about things that I just do. And then you have to step outside, pay attention, write notes, and be able to share. I'm totally the same way. I'm really funny about all that. So I totally get it. Anybody else have anything to add? We have a few more minutes. Such a great call. Thank you so much, Claribel. I'm glad you got in touch with me.
God, I was like, what are you talking about? I know it's my day. I have that on my schedule.
I just wanted to share real quick, like, I just love me some Claribel. So I'm so glad she could do this call. And I know she started out saying like, oh, I'm an emerald and I'm not that level yet of everyone else. But this girl works so freaking hard and her heart is just huge. And she's like, I don't know what, like 2 coaches away from diamond. So, I mean, it's not like she's sitting here doing nothing and like, oh, I'm just an emerald. Don't ever, any of you, don't ever say like, I'm just a fill in the blank, you're so much more than that. And Claribel every week, she's my little spark of inspiration. I love our little weekly talks and she gets it. And I can't wait to see where you go, Claribel. But thank you so much for doing this call. I got a lot of good tips out of it and will definitely be
Thank you. I don't mean I'm general, but I am so proud of being an emerald. Don't you get it? I'm trying to get that spot. So obviously I aspire to grow. And so anyway, that's all I meant by that. But I don't mean nothing negative, all positive.
Awesome. Well, I think we'll end with that. You did a great job. Thank you so much. I have so many takeaways, as did everybody else, and I'll share the recording in the team page, okay? Would you like me to take a picture, Claribel?
Thank you. Yeah, let me look really cute.
I love it. I swear. So funny. Okay. Tell me when you're ready.
Ready.
Got it. All righty. Thank you so much. Everybody have a great night. Bye, guys.